they've done everything right. Anything to keep your mind off of the emotion. Davey Allison, a half a lap to go.
Let's watch and see if Davey Allison can win the Winston 500. He's in turns 3 and 4. He's on to the tri-oval, a short straightaway connecting turn 4 and the dog leg here in front of the grandstand. He's a few feet away from the checkered flag. There it is! Davey Allison wins! Terry Labonte finishes second. And Dale Earnhardt finished fourth. He was passed by the number 21 car of Kyle Petty as they came down. So Kyle Petty picks up third and Earnhardt drops to fourth. Then Bobby Hillin Jr. and Rusty Wallace.
The group coming out of turn 2 in front of the air-conditioned, the climate-controlled horse grandstand. Into turn number 3, drops down low, finds that middle groove between 3 and 4. He'll nip the line coming off number 4, lets the car drift high uphill, and Davey Allison takes the checkered flag. And Davey Allison has career win number 2 in just 16 starts. An incredible story for this team that was assembled over the winter of 1986-1987. And what a comeback. The last time we saw that car and that driver here on ESPN, we said it was on fire in Darlington. They rebuilt the car and re-confidence the driver. They gave him a pat on the back and caved it over and did it.
Morgan Shepherd just went high coming off of turn 2. Both Rusty Wallace and Bill Elliott moved around him. There they are, the 3 cars, second, third, and fourth.
And Phil Parsons apparently has blown a motor. He's down in turn number 1 with a lot of smoke coming from that car. Here we go. Here's the shootout. Remember, Davey Allison is the leader. Here he comes. Davey Allison wins the Champion Spark Plug 400. Now let's go back and watch this battle for second. Rusty Wallace leads him down. It's Wallace, Elliott, and Morgan Shepherd finishing second, third, and fourth, and fifth right there also is Lake Speed.
Lake Speed had caught up to that crew as they were battling up there, and there you see the happy crew of Davey Allison.
Good shot of Robert Yates, the crew chief there. I know he feels good after this win. He's had a tough time with engines the last few races, and now he pulled one off.
4 next year will become part of the Stavola team, but the number 12 is still very much on the calendar with the Stavolas for 1988 for Bobby Allison. Checkered flag is about to fall on his son, who has won here the Richmond 400 this afternoon on this brand new track.
That
what
one's for
finish.
you, Dad, huh?
Yep.
Makes you feel good.
Great win for the Allison family of Alabama. Davey Allison successful this afternoon, and we'll be back to meet the winner here this afternoon in this hard-fought contest on this brand new race facility after these messages.
Down the backstretch for the final time. Terry Labonte is looking right, looking left. Can't find the opportunity he needs. Davey Allison is right there in the middle of the racetrack. Let's see what Terry Labonte can do, if anything, and what Mark Martin can do. It could be that they'll just have to stay in line and finish this way. Here they come into the tri-oval.
The slow car will help. The slow car will help Davey Allison. Move over, Davey. Get some air.
Let's watch. It's Davey Allison coming to the stripe. Terry Labonte right behind him. I don't think he's going to do it. No. Davey Allison wins the Winston 500 with Terry Labonte second. And Mark Martin in third position. Down the flat backstretch for the final time, and they pass by Darrell Waltrip, who was successful here at this racetrack in February in the Daytona 500. Now, the cars set themselves into turn number 3, and Davey's wife, Morgan's wife, is just hoping and praying everything she has that Morgan can pull out the victory. Let's see, we have a battle for third position. The win is going to be by Davey Allison. He crosses the stripe and wins. Morgan is second, and Phil Parsons, I believe, got third at the last moment, passing Bill Elliott.
Sure did. There's Davey Allison, a happy fellow inside of that car. He's talking to his crew members now. Another battle to the line.
A whole bunch of cars coming down here side by side. That's Dick Trickle, Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd.
Rusty Wallace was a lap down. He made that unscheduled pit stop.
Looking, but note the white flag flag is out. One more lap to go. Let's see what happens on the last lap. Again, it is Davey Allison.
Oh,
the leader.
Sterling Marlin
spins off of corner number 2. Sterling Marlin spins down the backstretch.
So it's a two-car race.
Here comes Mark Martin trying to make a move off of corner number 4. It's a drag race.
Wow.
I don't know.
I
A
don't
photo
know.
finish. I think Davey Allison won, but I wouldn't say for sure.
I agree. I think he had him by about 3 or 4 inches, but I mean, you know,
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Why are those guys jumping up and down, though? They don't know they won.
That had to be one of the closest, if not the closest finish in NASCAR Winston Cup history. We don't know who won. I think Davey Allison did, but it wasn't by more than 1, 2, maybe 3 inches over Mark Martin.
I think both those guys ought to go to victory lane.
Well, NASCAR, of course, has a camera at the start-finish line, so we'll see.
To the checkered flag, and he ends up that short by about 3 or 4 inches, and Davey Allison wins. Whew, boy, what an exciting finish.
Yes, indeed. Raymond Fox, who built so many great engines over the years for so many great teams, and was lost the week of the Die Hard 500 down at Talladega this year. Down to the line, last lap, checkered flag, getting ready to fall on Davey Allison, waving as he crosses the stripe. And the Robert Yates team with Davey Allison, the Alabama gang. And look at this battle coming to the line. 7 and 5 for 5th spot. Wheel to wheel to the stripe.
They touch.
Quickie. That's about as close as we could get that one for you.
5th place to Alan Kowicki. 6th to Ricky Rudd as they duel right to the line. Morgan Shepherd gets 2nd. So Ford gets 1st and 2nd. Michael Waltrip with a dandy day heads 3rd. Kyle Petty 4th. Alan Kowicki, as you saw, in 5th. Derek Hope on 7th. And Brett Bodine in 8th.
Unbeatable.
Close so many times. Doesn't count for anything in automobile racing. For this moment, as he comes around to win his 9th Winston Cup event, this day, this entire month of May in Charlotte, North Carolina, has belonged to the Alabama gang. Davey Allison has done it, and he's done it in style. His grandfather must be proud at this moment back in Alabama watching this one.
I tell you what, he's for 2 weeks here. They just did what.
Ken Schrader will come home 2nd. Harry Gant finishes 4th. Earnhardt sandwiched in between, gets 3rd with number 3.
Surprise, surprise. A Ford Davey Allison win of a road course. Is this the checker or the white flag? I've lost track.
And coming up on the white flag, Benny. Here they are.
Rudd is there.
11. Oh, and Davey Allison is spun. Ricky Rudd now has the lead. All kinds of contact here in the last few laps. And the white flag flies for Ricky Rudd. Well, we'll see what happens here in the final lap.
Davey Allison did get the car going. He still is in 2nd place.
Well, there's going to be some tempers flaring in the garage area.
Oh, you can say that again. Yep. Davey Allison had the lead and was tagged by Ricky Rudd at turn number 11, coming down for the white flag. NASCAR officials apparently talking over this situation. He's headed toward you for the final time, Ned.
Big Baby is not here
Comes
today.
into turn 7 here in very good shape. As the NASCAR officials talk over what they're going to do.
Davey Allison's crew looks on.
Davey's not too far behind him, too far behind him to catch him before they get back unless Rudd has a problem. But
I'll tell you what, that's not a happy bunch of campers we just saw in that tied pit. I don't know what's going on down there, but they didn't look like they were jumping up and down with joy, Ned.
Ricky Rudd brings the car once again down through the S's. This will be for the final time this afternoon. Now entering turn number 11, and Ricky Rudd is apparently going to receive the checkered flag and the win of the Banquet Frozen Foods 300. Here he comes, waving to the pit crew as he passes by. The black flag is shown to Ricky Rudd. Rudd has shown the black flag. Davey Allison is shown the checkered flag.
They did not give the win to Ricky Rudd, Bob?
No, they gave the black flag to Ricky Rudd as he came down and passed under the start-finish line. They waved the checkered flag to Davey Allison, and he apparently is going to win this race.
Well, why don't somebody jump up and down, guys? They're confused. That's what that crew is. They don't know exactly what is going on.
Wow.
Wow is right.
And I guess Rusty Wallace would finish second then, according to that. It looks like he's the car behind Davey Allison.
You're right. And Ernie Irvin, I believe, would finish third, then Schrader, and then Labonte, followed by Dale Earnhardt.
Still about 11 seconds. Can you imagine that?
And it's one of the biggest leads we've seen in a while in Western Cup racing.
400 miles. And 11 seconds will settle it at the end of the distance. And it will be Davey Allison one more time as he comes around. Checkers are about to be unfurled. And the winner of the Michigan 400 is Davey Allison. Davey Allison scoring his 11th Winston Cup success, his 9th Super Speedway victory. A big time for Robert Yates and company. 11.6 the difference. Here's Mike Joy.
Davey looks up high, and Hensley had the racetrack. Harry Gant will close in, and being a tough car to lap. Gant is within 8 car lengths as they come off turn 4 for the final time. Davey Allison will win the AC Delco 500. Harry Gant finishes second. Mark Martin will come around to take third. A lap car separates Waltrip from Marlin. Coming out of turn 4 for his 13th career Winston Cup victory, Davey Allison wins the Pyroil 500. Robert Yates and crew celebrate, and out of turn number 4, Darrell Waltrip will take the second spot. 11.4 seconds behind the winner. Watching from the headset of Gary Bender.
Now, see, they've had practice. They know how to make it look good.
This is number 5. That shows you never get old. It never gets old till you win it. Gap right there should pay off at the end of the back straightaway if he's got the momentum to do it.
Around Michael Waltrip's car. Down for the finish. Going into turn 3. Mike?
Glenwood, can he do it? I don't think so. He's pretty strong. It's just up to Morgan how he gets in the turn with him.
Here they come. Morgan down to the line. Davey Allison first. Morgan Shepherd gets it all back there. Has he got anything left? Coming to the stripe. Morgan comes to the inside, and Davey Allison is going to win the Daytona 500. The Alabama gang has done it again. The son of a great champion at this track, Bobby Allison. Davey Allison victorious in the 34th annual Daytona 500. 14th career win for Davey Allison. Comes in the one race that means the most.
Down there where Hillen was.
Allison leads down the backstretch. Rusty looks to the inside in turn number 3. Will it be Allison or Wallace? Here they come off the 4th turn. It is going to be Davey Allison winning by about a car length over Rusty Wallace. Finishing third was Ricky Rudd. Here comes this battle between
Labonte, Brett Bodine, and Trickle. And it's Labonte with a note. Look, somebody's got in the back of Labonte's car. I saw a piece of sheet metal dragging.
That was 9th, 10th, and 11th you saw across the line there. But here is the winner of the first Union 400, Davey Allison. Here's John Kernan.
Still no movement
they run nose to tail down the backstretch. Let's see what happens now at the end of the backstretch as they set into the 33 degrees of banking of turn number 3. Ernie Irvan looking to the inside. There goes Dale Earnhardt to the outside. Ernie will follow him. Dale slides way up on the racetrack. He's in a battle for second position with Bill Elliott. They move off of turn number 4 and come down through the tri-oval. Davey Allison still has the lead. He's trying to break the draft. It looks like he's going to win it. Battle for second between Elliott and Earnhardt. Here's the checkered flag, and Davey Allison wins it. Second place goes to Elliott. Third place to Earnhardt. Fourth, I believe, to Marlin, and fifth to Irvan. But boy, it was close.
It was close. And Davey Allison, $100,000 in the bank, 2 shots to win $1 million.
If he can win the Coca-Cola World 600, or if he can win the Southern 500 in Darlington that we'll televise for you Labor Day weekend, he will win $1 million just like Bill Elliott did back in 1985.
After his 17th career win, Davey Allison, current Winston Cup point leader, where he's been ever since that great Daytona 500 run he had at the outset of the season. Here's Allison streaking around. Final moments, coming down, looking for that bonus. Looks like he's going to nail it. Here he comes out of turn number 4, and for the second straight year, the winner of the Michigan 400 is from the Alabama gang.
Morgan Shepherd has run out of gas.
Morgan Shepherd running out of gas as he comes to the line. Waltrip will come home in second spot, and going third will be Alan Kowicki when this one's over. It's Davey Allison's time to cheer. We'll be back with more. Meet him in Victory Lane in just a moment.
Here it is, 4th place. Waltrip's going to run off for 3rd by himself. Sterling Marlin, Bill Elliott's stablemate, trying to deny Alan Kowicki 5 points right here at the finish.
And they're coming up on a lap car.
Out of turn 4, Davey Allison will win it. Marlin tries to pin Kowicki down. Marlin, though, scoring showing back 1 lap down, so they come to the flag. Waltrip will be 3rd. Kowicki will be the 4th place car. And Jimmy Spencer, his best Phoenix finish ever, will be 5th. Davey Allison has notched his 18th career Winston Cup victory, which ties him on the all-time list with another member of the Alabama gang, Neil Bonnet.
1 to go. Davey Allison in his 5th year with Robert Yates is on his way in that final lap, looking for win number 19. There's one here, as we mentioned earlier, in the fall race, which is now a Saturday night affair. We're going to be here in September to enjoy it. Allison coming from 18th to 8th in the Winston Cup point standings as he takes the checkers here today. What a jump up for him, and Jarrett leads Earnhardt by 1 point in the Winston Cup standings as we bring this one to conclusion. Davey Allison has done it. He wins by a margin of 5 2/10 seconds. We got a crash on the finish line. 3 cars coming across the line, and it's Wallace, Bobby Hamilton, all snarled up as they were battling right to the checkers.